Peace, peace, and love. Assalam, assalam, assalam. Al-Sufiana. We got to go into it. We got to go into it. The Al-Sufiana Americana is the Americans' true name. Then you have the dirty African Moors. This is not Americans. So the understanding we need to know, this is where the whole concept of racial categorization of white and black comes from. The dirty African Moors. The true Americans, they had their own spiritual system. They didn't need a classification system. Their classification system was their spiritual system, which was spirituality. So all these people came from Africa to America to tell us, as Americans, we Africans. This is a no-no. We got to back this up in history. We got to let us be known that Americans are not Africans. Africans are not Americans. When you hear all skin folk ain't kinfolk, this is what it's referring to. The American and the African. Today we call them African because they took on the ways of the white man. The white man is the true African, and those who came under him and take on the acts of those who go astray, those are called African. And so anyone who was any allegiance to that thought pattern was called a dirty African Moor, or a dirty Moor by Noble Drew Ali. Then I put African on it so we can have distinct to what we're talking about here. So we're talking about before a ship was sailed to America. Where were they? They was in Africa. So all of that plot to come to America, they plotted in Africa. So, and the dirty African Moors is the one that helped them. So we have to understand, in America, they gonna get you to fall under a certain ethnical classification of calling yourself something that the dirty African Moor created, which is black or African. And this is going to describe who you are in America. Please don't do that. And understand, as a true Americana, you are Al-Sufiana, Muraba'a, Al-Dukana'a. You are from Abraham. Muraba'a is the same word as Raba'a, Rabba. What these dirty African Moors called rabbi. And then later they called Arab, but that has nothing to do with what you know today as Arab. Arab come from the true Moor, Rabbah, who were the true Americans. So the Americans that was found here by the Europeans were Africans. Those Europeans were Africans, Roman Africans. So we have to understand history to understand what I'm saying. This is not fly by night. This is what happened through history. So the Christ and the Christopher Columbus, that all tied together, Charles Martel, Charles V, all these things is in a timeline together. And so Prester to John, all that is this African ideology coming to America to take us on a new ship called scholarship, where the beginning was the word, and the word was going to ship us off from America to another place. And they did that through word and penmanship. So we, as true Americans, are now. We know now. As-salam, as-salam, as-salam is the Americana Sufiana ancient greeting of As-sa'a. As-salam is short for As-sa'a. As-sa'a is the holy name of Jesus. Al-Wadu Raba'a.